Hello everyone, this is Pampi Morandante, and today I will be talking about solving inequalities. Okay, now I have here different situations where we can apply the concept of inequality. First one, in order for you to be promoted to the next level in the foundation program, you should have no grade of less than 50%. Okay, so how are we going to represent these words? You should have no grade of less than 50%. Okay, before going further, I have here another situation. Look at this. If you don't want to repeat the course, you must have a grade of less
At least
than 50%.
50%, I mean.
So in other words here for us to think of, you must have a grade of at least 50%. How are we going to represent these words algebraically? So that is our focus for today. How are we going to represent these words into inequalities? Okay, so here we go. We have the inequality symbols here, which is this one is less than, and then this is the less than or equal to, the greater than, and then the greater than or equal to. Just remember these things, guys, that we have this less than, meaning it's letter L, less than. Otherwise you have the greater than. Okay, now take note that inequalities behave similarly to equations, okay? But be careful and never replace the inequality sign with equal sign. Okay, now our task today is how are we going to represent this inequality symbols in a real life situation. Let's have this situation that I have given a while ago. If in order to be promoted to the next level in the foundation program, you should have no grade of less than 50%. So how are we going to represent this? No grade less than 50%. So in that case, we can represent this grade as X. So less than is 50%, less than meaning this symbol. Okay, look at this. And then there you go, you have the 50%. So less than 50%, we have 49, 48, and so on and so forth. Okay. Now on the other one, in the other situation rather, you have, if you don't want to repeat the course, you must have a grade of at least 50%. So how are we going to represent this one in inequality? So you have there X, which is now greater than or equal to 50%. Okay, because the word at least, meaning you must have 50% as the smallest possible value. So greater than those, the one that we are going to consider. So 50, 51, 52, but we are going to include 50 because at least 50. So you have there, X is greater than or equal to 50%. Okay? Next one. Next. Okay? Okay, I have just explained to you on how are we going to apply this inequality concept in real life. I have cited some examples or some situations, and today and now rather what I'm going to show you is how are we going to solve inequalities. Okay, now let's have here an example, which is solve 2x plus 3 less than 14. So how are we going to do this? So just same as with how are we going to deal with equations. So we are going to transpose or transfer 3 on the other side, so that changes the sign, and then we divide both sides by 2, and then that's it. You have there X is less than 5.5. okay, now this means that X can take any value below 5.5 but not the value 5.5, and this of course can be represented in a number line. So this is how we are going to work on this. So I'm just showing you here from 0 to 6. I'm pointing out here in the number line 5.5, which is between 5 and 6. And then I'm putting a circle, but without shading the one inside the circle. And then look at the yellow line, the yellow part there. And then going to the left side because it says here less than. Okay, so this is the solution of this giving an inequality in a number line. Okay, that's it. Next one. I have here another example. Look at this. Solve x over 2 plus 13, which is greater than 4. So solve as you would an equation, but leave the inequality sign in place of the equal sign. Okay, now in order to do this, we have here, I'm transposing 13 or transferring 13 on the other side, and then You notice that this is in a fraction form, so we are going to divide both sides by 2 in order to remove the denominators, avoid working with fractions, and then we do cancellation of 2. You have there x is equal to negative 18. So in order to represent this one in a number line, to show the solution rather in a number line, so just look for 18, and then you are going to shade 18, the circle.
I mean, it's
and then
negative
the direction,
18.
of course, since it's greater than, going to the right side. Okay, next one. And I have here the last example, okay guys? So we have here solve 10 minus 2x, which is less than or equal to 3. Now, same as on how are we going to solve the equation. We are transposing 10 on the other side, that becomes negative. And then there you go, you have negative 2x less than or equal to negative 7. But take note, guys, here, you are having negative here, negative 2x. When you encounter, okay, like this, you have to do the reverse of the inequality signs when multiplying or dividing both sides by a negative number. Here we have negative 2x. We are going to solve for x, so we are going to divide by negative 2, or we are going to multiply this one by negative 1/2. So since we are using negative, then we are going to do the reverse of the inequality sign from less than to, look at this, from less than to greater than. So we have here now x is greater than or equal to 3.5. Okay, I have here another way of showing it. In order to avoid working with negatives, dividing or multiplying negatives, I'm rewriting first the equation. You have 10 negative 2x, 10 minus 2x less than or equal to 3. So since I want to avoid working with negatives, I am just transposing this negative 2x on the other side. I'm making it positive. And then 3 on the other side, I'm combining with constants. And then 10 minus 3 is equal to 7. And then there you go, dividing both sides by 2, you have there x is greater than or equal to 3.5. They are the same, huh? Take note of that. This is way of representing, and also this is read as x is greater than or equal to 3.5. This is also equivalent to this, which is also read as x greater than or equal to 3.5. Okay, we are not done yet. The last one is we are going to represent this one in a number line. So just check for 3.5, and then we have to shade the circle and go into the right direction because it says here greater than or equal to 3.5. Okay? Thank you so much for watching, guys. This is Papi Morandante.